Sean, obviously this is the game that you guys have been pointing towards all year, right?
Oh yeah, this is the big championship. We've been waiting for this one for 2-3 years now. This is my third year. 2 years ago we lost in the first round. Now we're in the championship game. So this is it.
Early in the game, what will you look for that'll tell you that you guys are doing what you want to do out there?
The first thing is that we come out with our defensive intensity. As long as we have that, you know, maybe the shots might not be falling, but as long as we're playing hard man-to-man defense, then, you know, I know we have a good chance of taking the game.
What's the mental attitude of the team right now?
The mental attitude of the Husson Braves tonight is go out, take no prisoners. We just want to bring back the championship. Me, Sean, Boss, Mark, we all got to set the tone for the night, and we set the tone. I'm quite sure we'll bring back, you know, we're looking forward to going to Kansas City too, so I doubt if anything can stop us.
First and foremost, we have to rebound well. Husson will get 40% of their offense out of their transition game, 40% off the offensive boards. So we have to rebound with them at the defensive end. We can't allow Taylor and Bolden and Frederick to, you know, get up on the boards and play volleyball against us. We have to rebound. Second thing is in the offensive end, we have to execute our offense and not allow our offense to create offense for them in their transition game. If we can do those two things, you know, we'll be right there in the game.
No need for any Newton Rockne speeches before this one, right?
Absolutely not. We've been working since October 1st for this game, maybe even longer with a lot of our people that are veterans. This is very, very exciting to us. Seems like this game took forever to come, and as we said last night before we went on the court, boy, we're glad it's here. We want to play. We're very anxious, and I think we're quite ready to play. The danger of what we do best is that we are constantly at full speed. We're constantly going at you. We're not on our heels. But sometimes we get into the problem where we go one pass, one shot. And that we can't be doing either. So there'll be two keys. If we're going one pass, one shot, or they're running it down 40 seconds and sticking a shot at that point, then Husson College is maybe back in their heels. But we don't want to be there, that's for sure.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right. Also destroyed several homes.
Jordan.
Good evening and welcome to the Portland Exposition Building.
The 1989 District 5 Championship game. The #1 seeded team in the West, the Castleton State College Spartans, taking on the #1 seeded team in the East, the Braves of Husson College. Introducing tonight's starting lineup. For Castleton, at 1 guard, a senior from Schenectady, New York, co-captain, number 12, Chris Crosville. Starting at 1 guard for Husson, a junior from Abidjan on the Ivory Coast, number 14, Mamadou Tony. Starting at the other guard for the Spartans, a senior from Bridgeport, Connecticut, number 32, Sheldon Crosby. Starting at guard for the Braves, a senior from Hartford, Connecticut, number 24, Kevin Hensley. Starting at 1 forward for Castleton, a junior from Brooklyn, New York, number 15, Rich Smitherman. And starting at a forward for Husson, a senior from Cleveland, Ohio, number 30, Mark Taylor. At the other forward for the Spartans, a senior from New York City, New York, number 30, George Price. And starting at forward for the Braves, a junior from Hartford, Connecticut, number 50, Buster Frederick. And starting at center for Castleton, a senior from Reading, Massachusetts, number 40, Steve Dayhill. And at center for Husson, a senior from South Windsor, Connecticut, number 44, Sean Bolden. The head coach of Castleton is Bob Sherlock, the assistant coach, Harry Dammer. The head coach of Husson is Bruce McGregor, and the assistant coaches, Neil Waterman and Warren Caruso. All right. brings a record of 23 wins and 5 losses into tonight's championship game. while Husson's record stands at 34 wins and 2 losses.
All right, there you have a look at the pregame setup. Tim, if you look early on here, what do you think Husson is going to have to do? Obviously, they're going to want to get out and run with the ball, and Castleton, I think, would probably like to slow it down.
One of the keys is to watch Mark Taylor. If Mark Taylor's in his game, Castleton's going to have a tough time. If they can take the transition game away from Mark Taylor, then we're going to see a situation entirely different.
Taylor had 31 last night against Green Mountain, leading scorer in that ball game. As the teams shake hands at center court, you see early on how Steve Dayhill's ankle is. He was on crutches earlier today, and he is going to jump against Sean Bolden. Had a good game against Bolden in Bangor in the Paul Bunyan tournament. And we're underway. Bolden with a tip, but Cosby runs it down. Cosby and Sawsville, Price and Smitherman, and Dayhill in the middle for the Spartans. The steal by Taylor, but he stepped on the end line. Smitherman up top to Cosby, checked by Mamadou Coney. Trap down low, Sawsville, double team. Cosby out to Price. Drives down the lane, throws up a shot, and it is 2-0 Spartans.
That's where Price is tough. When he starts that stuff in the middle and comes down on you, he's just something else.
Real physical player at 215 pounds. The lob down to Buster. He puts up a shot, won't go, but he draws a foul. And Buster will not go to the line. First team foul.
Pushed them ahead of time.
No continuation. And Hansley drives, pulls up. Awkward shot, but it counts anyway. 2-2 our score. Price travels.
Mamadou was in the right spot.
He and Taylor are the guys that really are kind of the keys to this team. If they're having good games, look out. Mamadou from the baseline. Knocks it down. And Price breaks it out to Smitherman. Pulls up. Air ball. Tipped up. And a rebound by Bolden. And that goes to Castleton. Looked like it was knocked out of Sean's hand.
That's right. Tough call.
George Price checked by Buster. Hits him with a body. The ball out of bounds off Price. And there's going to be some banging in this game, I think.
No question. With Price in there, he's a bull.
Taylor on Smitherman. Low to Bolden. Buster inside to Taylor. Turnaround. And Dayhill is fouled by Bolden. I don't think Mark quite squared up on that shot.
Foul is charged to number 44, John Bolden. That's his first, team first.
Just underway here. 4-2, the Braves.
Right now, we're going to find out what it is, because this is...
Price loses the handle. Dayhill from the foul line. No good. Bolden with the board. And Hansley pass down low to Buster. Coney looks to drive. Dish over to Buster. Knocks it down. 6-2 Castleton. And that is a traveling violation. That's the second one Coney has caused.
Again, Mamadou is setting up and getting over to the ball side when they throw it down the sideline and jumping right up and getting good position.
Lob pass tipped by Price, and he gets the steal.
Steal by George Price.
Dayhill over to Cosby. This is Sawsville. And Smitherman. The lob down low to Dayhill. Blocked by Buster. No look pass. Taylor loses the handle. And look out, Buster dishes to Bolden for the jam.
Big time right now. Big time right now. They're saying, here we go. 8-2, a jam by Bolden. Sean, good pass from Buster.
Braves with the pressure. And that's a bad pass. Saved by Hansley. Made a Bolden. Nice play underneath. Didn't think Hansley would be able to save it. And Sawsville breaks it down. Nice hesitation. Taylor is hammered by Dayhill. No foul called. 10-2 now. The Braves with the lead. Bolden misses. Taylor with the offensive glass. He is fouled by Smitherman. And Bob Sherlock doesn't like that call.
Right now, Sean goes up with a shot, misses it. Here's Taylor again up, and he gets fouled on the arm.
On the boards, Husson with a commanding edge right now, and that's something Bob Sherlock was very concerned about. Taylor makes it 11-2. Taylor, the All-American candidate for the Braves. District Player of the Year, makes it 12-2. George Price pulls up, gets the foul. The shot won't go. Blocking foul on Sean Bolden, and he has 2 fouls early on.
Let's look at this. Right now, he's set. He's set right there. He's set. He was set a good 3 or 4 seconds before. It's a 4 call. That was a 4 call.
And Sean having a good start here. They do not want to lose him. George Price makes it 12-3.
Right now, it's Price. Price got the best of that last one. And
Taylor with the rebound. Coney, the clear out for him. Gets the shot and the foul. And he is playing inspired basketball right now.
Right now, here he is, drives, beats him right there, beats Dunhill. He just went right around the Dunhill like he was standing still.
George Price didn't even have a chance to see him before he got... Winner gets a ticket to Kansas City for the national playoffs. Bruce McGregor has taken 3 Husson teams there, last time in 1983. And Coney is going to miss a chance for the 3-point play, and Dayhill is called for a foul on Buster on the rebounding action.
Foul charge, number 40.
That is the 4th team foul
First, team 4.
on the Spartans. Peter Casey checking in for Sean Bolden, who has 2 fouls. Hansley out to Coney. Hansley pulls up. The floater won't go. Dayhill gets fouled by Buster. He doesn't like that call.
Foul charge to number 50, Buster Frederick. That's his third.
Buster feels that he just went up in the air, and the official said he pushed off to do it because it was up so high.
And Peter Casey is going to be in on Dayhill. If Bolden gets in any more serious foul trouble, that's going to be a key matchup. Casey with a steal. Dayhill goes down and saves it to Cosby, who gets it into Price. The ball is knocked around, and Buster loses it back to Smitherman. And the steal by Buster and a foul on Hansley.
Right now we've got a scrambling situation with Husson. Buster went behind his back and really should just pass the ball, so they might have had it.
Tried to break it out on the fast break.
Right.
Fourth team foul on the Braves. Dayhill, nice pass down low by Smitherman. 14-5.
Peter Casey's got to play Dayhill.
Bad pass by Hansley. $15:40 to go in the first half. And the Braves lead it by 9. Cosby pulls up. No good. The rebound by Hansley. Long pass down to Coney. And that's 2 bad passes in a row by Kevin. A little too over anxious.
That's right. Kevin gets really pumped up, and sometimes coach has to sit him down to let him, cool off a little bit.
Pass out top to Price. Spins on Buster. Pulls up over to Smitherman. Baseline. Rebound by Sawsville. And Buster down to Kevin Hansley. He jams it home. 16-5.
I think these gentlemen came to play.
I don't think Castleton has run any of the kind of offense they've talked about doing. Husson with an aggressive man-to-man to steal by Taylor, and he's called for the foul. Attempted to steal by Taylor.
Foul guard number 30, Mark Taylor. That's his first team.
Right now, in that situation, Mark Taylor just tried to make the steal and got caught and ran into him.
Smitherman inbounds the ball. Nowhere to go with it. Tipped by Taylor right into our lap. He skied for that one. Smitherman wants his 3 feet.
Taylor back. He's telling the official, move him back.
And there's a little pushing going on between Casey and Dayhill. And the ref stops that. Nowhere to go with the ball into Price. 14:38 to go, 16-5. Price guarded by Hansley. Dayhill loses the ball. And Coney breaks it out. Pass to Taylor. Reverse layup, no good. Casey with the rebound, loses the handle. And he's fouled by Price.
Mark Taylor made a nice move in, and it's too bad that the officials. Some people thought there would be a goaltending call because he hit the net before Taylor went up with the shot, but there was no call on it.
Scotty Nance into the ballgame for Husson, and Bill Powell in for Castleton. Hansley for 3. 19-5. Castleton not able to get anything going offensively. And they're in a big hole here, 14 points down. Cosby out to Price. Works on Buster. Buster with a rebound to Taylor. And Scotty Nance will bring it up. Hansley for 3 again. 22-5. Husson 9 for 12 from the field. Cosby, tough shot. Buster tips it out to Taylor. Look out. Yeah. Showtime. 24-5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's big time.
He just blew by Smitherman. This is Powell, junior from Pittsburgh. The steal by Taylor again. Look out. And he loses his footing.
He fell down his
And I think he might have hurt himself.
knee. His knee
Take
went
a look.
out. Right there, his knee went out when he slipped.
And we get a timeout.
When he slipped, his knee went.
He is hurt bad. But that is a big blow to the Braves as they lose him. Player of the year. Had a great start to this game. Dave Bridges into the game for Castleton, along with Corey Anderson, who shoots there, gets the rebound, and scores. 24-7 now. And Mamadou Coney checks in for Scotty Nance. Buster Frederick also in for Peter Casey. And Mark Taylor right now is trying to walk it off. He is putting weight on it, so that is a good sign. 24-7, 12:39 left in the game, in the first half, excuse me. Steve Weeks also into the game for Husson. Hansley, tough shot. He is on fire.
He's on fire right now. He's just taking over. He and Mamadou are saying, okay, you're going to play us? Come to me.
Cosby around Coney. Blocking foul. It goes, and a foul called on Mamadou. On Kevin Hansley. Oh, the foul on Buster. 16th foul on Husson. Hansley now 12 points, 5 for 6 from the field. And this is Cosby at the line.
Right now, Husson's having a tough time with calls on blocks and whether they're charges or not. Player control foul.
Buster working on Price, gets the ball, triple team, and a foul. Foul on number 30, George Price. Mark Taylor is checking back into the game. And that has got to be a lift for the Braves. Steve Weeks checks out. Looks like he's limping slightly, but he looks like he's okay. Everybody's heart stopped in here for a moment when he went down. And the steal by Cosby. Blocked by Taylor. I guess his knee's okay. And a goaltending call. Look at him sky for that. I guess we don't have to ask if Mark Taylor's okay. Hansley. Ball stolen by Powell, but Coney gets it back. Taylor pulls up for 3. That's going to be short. Rebound by Dave Bridges. 26-11, 11:39 left. And Sheldon Cosby is limping now. Stepped on the line, and Cosby is hurting.
Yeah, his ankle.
He has a contusion on his heel or his ankle, and he's coming out. Jeff Eaton, a junior from Rutland, Vermont, checks in at the point guard.
They're playing zone now. 2-3.
Bolden, long rebound, knocked out of bounds off Price. Weeks in for Hansley. Checks out with 12 points. Buster, foul line, pops the jumper, it's short, and the rebound pulled down by Anderson.
They got to stay in their game, though. They'll let them back in.
Dave Bridges to George Price. Price again. Down low to Anderson. Short. Weeks with the rebound. Coney over to Taylor. He pulls up, gets hammered, and that's on Powell. Dayhill and 52. We don't have our
from Mamadou, and then he goes in, and he's hammered. 3 people got him.
We got a 52 on Castleton checking into the game. We believe it's Christine, who we have as 54 on our program. We'll have to check that. That's Dave Smith. Dan Smith, excuse me. Freshman from East Greenbush, New Jersey. New York. Dan will get it right sooner or later. 28-11.
Number 52, Dan Smith.
Cosby in for Eaton.
Number 32, Sheldon Cosby.
He's still limping. Cosby, double teamed by Taylor and Weeks. Gets the ball over to Anderson. Kicked by Buster.
Now they're changing up the defenses. They went to her in a zone, matchup. Now they're switching out, playing man.
Powell checked by Weeks. Got nowhere to go with it. Anderson all alone underneath.
Nice
pass. 28-13 now. Weeks for three. He'll take that all day, and he hits. 31-13. Pass low to Anderson, who hangs in the lane. Dayhill with the offensive board. Anderson tips it in. 30-15.
They're fighting their way in. They're fighting their way back now.
On the shot clock. Weeks pulls up. Rebound by Smith. Powell. Baseline, can't use it. Nowhere to go with the ball. And that's the long pass to Cosby. He's fouled by Coney. He knew it.
Tony knew it.
And he'll go to the line 1-1. Castleton in the bonus situation. Second on Coney. Peter Casey into the game for Sean Bolden. Buster with the rebound. 9-10 in the first half to go. Steve Weeks for three. And a foul underneath.
Peter Casey's pushing underneath and got caught.
Don't know if it was on Dayhill, but they've been banging bodies already a lot in this game. The first on Casey. Yeah.
He pushed him underneath, you know, and coach is saying it was a dumb foul.
1-1.
Danny Smith gets the first one. Averaging about 7 points a game. Just a freshman, 6'4". And he gets both, and it's 31-17.
Dayhill, number 40, we're going to have to watch underneath because it's getting chippy underneath. They're going at each other.
Buster stepped on the line.
Here's the case
really
where
slowed
it's
down.
Yeah. Now they're getting into play their game. 31-17, and they're getting back in it. They're bringing Price back.
Powell saw Anderson, and he lost it out of bounds. Price comes in, and Powell takes a rest. After the injury to Taylor, I think everybody's kind of needed a moment to kind of catch their breath a little bit. Casey, nice move down low around Dayhill. 33-17. Here's Price. Buster intimidated the shot. Taylor over to Weeks. Off the glass and good. 35-17. And right away they're back in the up-tempo game.
They just how quick they are. Did you see Buster go up and smack the ball to get it up in the air?
Coming up on 8 minutes left in the half. The double team. Cosby down low to Bridges and Price off the glass scores. Buster loses it to Price. Price working on Casey, and he dribbled the ball out of bounds. Hansley and Nance into the game for Buster and Mamadou Coney. And Rich Smitherman in for Castleton.
They're making switches left and right.
Both teams go relatively deep on the bench. Husson played all their players last night. Hansley. Rebound by Weeks. Couple of fakes. Reverse layup is good.
Boy, he just instant off the bench with those shots.
6 now for Weeks. And Smith lost the handle and stepped out of bounds. All right, we're back. Husson leading 37-19. And the pace has slowed down somewhat.
Number 44.
Scotty Nance and Sean Bolden. Bolden back in the lineup. Hansley pulls up for the pop. He's got 14 now, 6 for 8.
You want to fall Hansley. When the arm goes up, it looks like a cobra with that head on it. That means it's good for 2. He gets that nice arc, nice left-handed shot.
This is Cosby to Dayhill. Nowhere to go with it. He goes to Smitherman. Anderson. One-handed move in the lane. Nice move. 8 for Anderson
Real
now.
good job.
Weeks for 3. No good, and Hansley runs down the rebound. Bolden at the foul line. 5:50 left in the half. And they got Weeks for 3 again. In and out. Casey with the rebound. He is fouled by, I believe, Corey Anderson. Weeks now 3 for 6. He has 6 points off the bench. He's a streak shooter, though, and he's missed his last 2.
Steve said it was a bad shot. He came with the bench and said it was a bad shot.
And Mark Taylor coming in for Steve Weeks. 2 of the players that came over from Nathaniel Hawthorne College when they closed down. Big part of Husson's success this year. This is Anderson at the line. Long rebound. Smitherman blocked by Bolden. Smitherman again. Knocks that down. It's 39-23. Out to Hansley. Casey with a long shot. Knocks it down.
Hands it. Very nice shot. Nice and smooth jumper. When he sets himself up like that, he normally makes it from that spot.
And a steal by Nance. He looks to push it. 4 on 3. Down the lane. Pop is no good. Rebound off the board. Taylor. No good again. Casey working inside, and Price hauls it down. Anderson down low to Dayhill. Offensive foul. Or was it traveling? Hard to see from this angle. Coney and Frederick in the game.
Number 14, Mamadou Coney.
It was a traveling call.
Buster Frederick returning to the lineup.
4:49 left, and Husson leads it by 18. Buster back out to Coney. Hansley for 3. Rebound by Taylor. No good. Bolden with a turnaround, stripped by Price. And Cosby took Anderson. And it's 41-25.
Right off the boards, they're fighting back on 2 and 3 rebounds, and we just didn't. Right now, Mark Taylor's shot is not dropping like it was last night.
Castleton in his zone. Husson looks to spread the court. And they're content to throw up a three-pointer. Taylor.
His threes aren't dropping right now, letting them get back into the game.
3:44 left, and Castleton now down by 16. Tipped by Coney. And that's a Spartan ball. Jeff Eaton checking back in for Sheldon Cosby. Anderson is 10 points off the bench for Castleton. And here he is driving baseline to stop in the pop. Buster with a tip to Taylor. Through the legs, pulls up, off the glass, too hard. Cahill with the board.
It's not had his bank down. It's not dropped.
I think Mark's just so keyed up knowing that he's all right and back in the game playing. And that is a backcourt violation. 10-second violation.
They want him to spread them all out. You hear Coach yelling spread. He wants to spread them out so they can start moving through.
Frederick with a shot. Smitherman the board.
Right now, they're shooting cold and not playing very well. They're standing. And Coach is going to have to make some changes to some people.
Anderson to Smitherman. Shot bothered by Bolden, but he gets it to drop. And it's a 41-27 game, and the Braves call a timeout. 2:36 left. All right. Castleton now up to 50% from the field. They were very cold early. Husson 17 for 32, and the Braves with a 14-10 rebounding edge. Buster pulls up, and they're cold. Smitherman with a board.
Ball's not dropping. There's a lid on it.
Cahill, and lost out of bounds by Anderson.
Good defense. Right now, it's defense that's making a difference.
And that ball is going to Castleton, believe it or not. Buster with a steal, and he loses it to Price. I guess they said that Anderson never touched the ball, and it was tipped. Smitherman for three, in and out. And that goes to Husson.
Husson's complaining about over the back that they're not getting any fouls on Buster. Buster's getting fouled from behind, and he's been hit 4 or 5 times, and he's getting upset. And Coach is trying to keep making keep his cool.
And they call the one play. We'll see what that is. Buster to Bolden, loses the handle, and gets it back. Hensley for three. That's not going to be any good. An air ball. And a scramble. Price looks to break it down, loses the handle. Off-balance shot. Tipped in by Smitherman. He was falling down. Taylor cherry-picking. Lands it all. And that breaks the drought for the Braves.
One of the things that's a problem right now, Sean Bolden is either tired, but he's not really playing strong defense like he normally does.
Cahill down low to Smitherman. And that's a foul on the Braves. Taylor called for that. His second.
Taylor on the dunk that was off the cherry pick pass.
Husson hadn't had a basket for 3 or 4 minutes before that. Minute 6 left in the half. It's 43-29. And Smitherman with a 1-and-1. The ball tips. Dayhill can't get it to go. Mamadou Coney to Hansley for 3.
Yeah.
He's got the range back.
Got it back.
46-29, 53 left in the half. 17 now for Hansley. George Price. Cosby for 3. It goes, it counts, and the foul on Coney. (46-32).
Right now, he shoots it and he runs into him underneath.
Coney looked like he's a little off balance.
Yeah.
Leaned into Cosby. Dan Smith into the game for George Price. And Cosby's going to try to complete a 4-point play. Peter Casey back into the game. And a foul. A lane violation. And Cosby's going to get another free throw. Scotty Nance in for Coney. Gets another crack at it, and that's a 4-point play. 46-33 now. Shot clock is off, 30 seconds left in the half. And Husson's going to pull it back out. And they're just going to be content to run it down and go in the locker room.
Play for that last shot.
10 seconds left. They look to make a move. And a steal by Smith. 5 seconds left. Taylor for 2. Rebound by Dayhill. 1 second left. He traveled. All right. We're done with. He has 7 points in the game so far, and too bad those don't count, I guess, right?
Yeah, right. They don't count when you're, you know, the old story is it only happens in the game. Sometimes you can leave it in the locker room, leave it on the sideline or wherever. Sometimes coaches get frightened about that. Steven's been a pretty good shooter all year long with those threes, and we'll see when he comes back in if he's still hot.
The Castleton, as we talked about in the pregame and throughout the first half, they felt a couple of keys that they had to look for to be in this thing. Through their offensive execution, they had to control the Husson fast break, and they had to rebound with the Braves. They are doing both fairly well. Husson has several transition baskets, but was limited in the second part of that first half. And Steve Dayhill did not come out for the warm-ups, but he is out on the floor now, and he has a splint on his ankle. 20 minutes to go, and we find out which of these teams goes to Kansas City to the national tournament. Husson with the ball and a 13-point lead. Coney pulls up. Bolden jumps too early, and Price gets the board down. Cosby down low to Dayhill. Tipped by Bolden. Smitherman gets the ball stolen away by Hansley. And they break it out 4-on-2. He pulls up. Tough shot. Price with the board again.
Right now, there's 2 shots they're cold on.
6 rebounds for Price. Dayhill loses the handle, and that is out to number 12, Chris Sonsville, starter who did not see a lot of playing time in the first half. Hansley for 3.
Yeah. Right there, it's 3 again.
He's got 20. Dayhill. Price gets it knocked away, and Coney breaks it out. Works on Cosby, and he is slapped. Husson wanted a 2-shot foul.
Here comes Mamadou. Coney comes down, he gets fouled right there by Clark.
A good case maybe for a 2-shot foul.
That's what they're saying.
Timeout.
now they've got to go.
And we're going to have Coney at the line for a 1-and-1.
Saturday, 3 o'clock, the Lady Braves against St. Thomas Aquinas.
Coney with 4 points in the game so far. Make that 5, 50-33. Husson shot 80% from the line in the first half. And the rebound to Taylor. Gets it out to Coney. Pulls up. And Dayhill with the board. Cosby with a hesitation moves. Down low to Price. Works on Buster. Gets the hoop. And draws a foul. Tough shot.
Ball's into him. He backs in. And they say that Buster fouled him, but he uses his forearm so well. Price, he throws him up.
7 now for Price. 8, and he makes it 50-36.
You know, it's tough sitting on the sideline and all the time talking about the officials, but one of the hard things is
Hansley draws a foul on Sawsville.
One of the hard things is as we sit here is, you know, and we are critical sometimes of the officials, but I think the hard thing is sometimes we talk about 2 officials. I still feel that sometimes you're better off with 3. 6 pairs of eyes. And
they've gone to that in the NBA. The alley-oop to Bolden. And he's fouled by Sawsville. That's number 2 on him in about 10 seconds. And Buster listening to the Castleton huddle.
John Bolden at the line. 2 shots.
Bolden is going to have 2. He had 4 points in the first half. And he makes it 51-36. Sean's averaging 9 points, 10 rebounds a game during the regular season. 52-36.
2 free throws, John Bolden.
And the trap by the Braves. Sawsville breaks it out to Dayhill, tipped by Taylor.
good defense.
That's to Sawsville, tipped by Hansley. He didn't convince the ref that the call should have gone Husson's way.
Right now, they're trying to set up this crossing.
And out to Price. Husson in a man-to-man. Smitherman pulls up. In and out, Dayhill with the board, and Bolden hauls it down. Coney gets the ball tipped. Braves ball.
Price and Bolden got into it down the other end.
Coney over to Hansley. Coney inside to Buster. Baseline move. Score the... No. Line violation. He stepped out of bounds again. Buster having a frustrating game for himself.
Yeah, he is.
And a tip by Hansley. Price comes up with it. Moves in the lane and drops in 2 more. 52-38. Hansley cherry picking. Off the glass and good. 54-38. And Cosby to Smitherman. Buster knocked it out of bounds.
Number 20, Corey Anderson.
Corey Anderson in for Sawsville.
Right now, they've got to play it up. Get right on him and keep right on. Keep that pressure right on him.
Corey Anderson, a freshman from Roxbury, had 10 in the first half off the bench. He drives, loses the handle, and a foul on Buster. Got to be number 3, at least number 4 on Buster now. And that brings Peter Casey in off the bench. Not seen Bobby Campbell in this game so far. He played sparingly last night. He's recovering from back trouble. Anderson is going to have 2 at the line. It's a 16-point lead, 17 left in the ball game. 54-39 now.
They're going to creep back in again.
11 for Anderson. Short rim, Smitherman scores the hoop and draws the foul.
There it is. They're back and they're right in the game. Cheap foul. Cheap foul. Cheap foul.
And he is going to get a chance for a 3-point play.
Kevin's got 3 fouls. Cheap. Ticky-tacky. There's a lot of time left in this game.
Smitherman with 6 in the first half. Completes the 3-point play. Got 9 now. 12-point ball game, 54-52. Coney over to Taylor, gets the ball back. Casey from the baseline, off the back of the backboard. And Husson holds on as the ball was tipped by Dayhill. Husson trying to weather the storm. Bolden in the lane. Nice move. And they get the ball inbounds to Smitherman. Cosby out to Smitherman at the elbow. And tipped out of bounds off Bolden.
Yeah. Coaches are getting really upset with the calls underneath because they feel that the ball's going off of their people and the guy's not calling it.
14-point game. Dayhill. And we got a foul on the Braves. A foul on, not quite sure who. On Kevin Hansley, that's his 4th, and Steve Weeks comes off the bench. Looked like it was away from the ball.
Yeah.
Either that or he just reached in. Anderson pulls up.
They're back in this game.
12-point game, 56-44.
They're back in this game.
Mark Taylor hasn't seen the ball much this half. Weeks for 3. In and out. Price with a rebound.
Just like what happened in the girls' game when you get a cold streak.
Cosby working on Coney. Smitherman trying to move on Taylor. Loses the shot. Price underneath. Can't get it to go. Dayhill tips it up. Peter Casey got hammered a few times, but he gets the rebound. And they work it around the outside. Castleton zone shifting around with the passes. Weeks for 3. Nothing but net. 59-44. 15 left in the ball game. Anderson to Dayhill. Takes the pop. Gets the roll and gets the bounce. And they look to set it up. Coney with a clear out. Off the glass. He just beat his man. That's a patented play that Mamadou runs real well. Cosby down low to Price. The ball tipped away. Taylor's going to pull up and score off the glass. No foul called. 63-46. Lead back up to 17. Taylor with 10 now. Price is double teamed. Gets Bolden up in the air. Can't get it to go. Casey loses the handle. Smitherman, the jump hook. Tipped out by Anderson, and Price gets it to go. (13:48), 63-48 score now. And Weeks drives baseline to Casey. Had the shot and lost the handle. Couple of fakes. Gets the roll. 6 now for Casey. Tipped by Casey, and he gets called for the foul. Looked like he got all ball on that.
I wonder what coach is feeling right now, because we've got people.
That's his third, team fifth.
Third on Casey. And we got Dave Bridges now into the game for Castleton. 5th team foul on Husson. Price bowls his way and loses the handle. And it was tipped by Husson Flair.
This is, you know, again, it's hard to watch this underneath, because the things that are going on, you want to be sure what you're saying, but there's a lot underneath that they let go.
Anderson, rebound by Weeks. 13:10 left, 65-48. Coney draws a foul on the drive. That's on Cosby. 3rd on him, and Jeff Eaton back in at the point. And that's the 4th team foul on Castleton.
Charge to number 32, Sheldon Cosby, third, team fourth.
Down on the blocks to Casey, pushed by Price. Gets it over to Weeks. Dumped off back to Casey. 30 on the shot clock. Bolden, nowhere to throw the ball. He throws it to Eaton. Ball down low to Price. He loses it out of bounds.
There's one of those times when they got behind him.
Had a chance to shift the momentum, and
They didn't take advantage
fumbled it away.
of it. Yeah.
Looks to run a motion defense and clear out for Coney again. Can't use it. Over to Taylor. Drives baseline. Bumped by Anderson. Bolden gets it to go.
Yeah.
And draws a foul.
Right there. Right now we're gonna see the bound by Sean. He goes back up again and tips it up. Bang! It went right back. He's a chance for a 3-point play.
All right, 67-48. Let's take a timeout. We're back to the Expo after this. All right, Sean Bolden completes the 3-point play. He now has 11 in the game. This is Billy Powell driving down, throwing in a scoop shot. 68-50, 12-13 left. First 2 points for Powell. They clear it out for Coney again. Looks to drive on Eaton, cuts it off. Steve Weeks pulls up for 2. 70-50 now. George Price. Travel. Smitherman now into the game for Eden.
Right now, if Husson get a little bit more momentum going, it could be over earlier than you think.
Weeks now with 12 points off the bench. And they try to get it down low to Taylor. Can't save it in. .11:37 left. Powell out to Price. Bridges. And Powell takes a drive and throws in 2 more. He's got 4. .70-52. Peter Casey. Weeks takes a 3. Too long, and Powell gets the rebound. Gets fouled by Mamadou.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was another one of those ones.
That's number 4, I believe, on a second.
Mamadou, you know, he's got 4 fouls.
No, he's only got 2.
That's 2. I'm sorry, I was looking up the clock.
After a game in 2 overtimes and into the second game,
you begin to see
track.
numbers. The numbers keep rolling up.
Dayhill with a pass from Bridges draws a foul. And that's the 3rd on Mamadou. And he will take a break, and Scotty Nance will come in.
Right now, again, they're climbing back.
1-1.
Dayhill has 4 points. Senior center from Reading, Mass. Now with 5. .47 left. It's a 17-point lead now for the Braves. This man was on crutches this morning. And Bolden with the rebound. Gets it knocked, and Weeks hauls it down.
Right now, Mark Taylor has to play some.
Haven't heard much from him. Weeks for 3. Yes, sir. 73-53. 15 now for Weeks. Smitherman. Powell pulls up, scoop shot, drops, and that's a foul on Weeks.
Right now, here he comes right down the middle. Powell comes down the middle, fakes. Nance goes up with him, fouls, but they said Weeks got the foul, but it looks like Scotty Nance got him first.
Billy Powell, 6'1" junior out of Pittsburgh, and that is 6 points for him now. Looking to complete a 3-point play. And he does, 73-56.
Number 30, George Price, replacing Dan Smith.
Price in for Smith. And the ball moved up the court quickly. Bolden with a finger roll. Pretty play, 75-56. They break that press easily. Smitherman for 2. Gets his own rebound. Pump fake and scores. 75-58, under 10 minutes to play. Weeks. Wheels. Dish to Nance. Taylor pulls up. Bolden with the offensive rebound and a foul on Dayhill.
Sean's taking over the boards right now. He's just going up in the air and working real hard. Ball goes over to the middle. Taylor shoots it. Goes up off the board. Here's Sean, and he gets clobbered. 2 people got him.
A long rebound out, and Bolden was right on the spot. 6th team foul on Castleton. Sean back out to Nance. He's fouled by Powell. Powell thinks it was a touch foul. And the Braves are now in a bonus situation.
7th team foul. Husson now in the bonus.
Scotty Nance, sometimes an overlooked player if you look at his stats. 5'10" guard out of Trenton. But he's so valuable off the bench because he does a lot of the things that Mamadou does as far as running the offense. Not as much offensively, maybe. And he misses, and that's Anderson with a rebound.
He's played good defense.
Guy that really pushes the tempo for the Braves. Smitherman gets fouled by Taylor.
Oh, and Sean's down.
Sean twisted an ankle.
No, the guy over there on that side, the big guy, flipped him. Yeah, Dayhill flipped him.
Didn't see what happened, and he's in a lot of pain.
Mark Taylor. That is
Did he
third.
twist his ankle?
Yeah,
Again?
he let him have it. Because underneath, if we could run a replay, maybe we could see this. But underneath, the big guy flipped him over.
I was watching Smitherman go up for the shot. And he's in a lot of pain. 9:17 left.
That ankle's been bad all year long.
Smitherman shooting a 1-1.
Now the advantage goes to Castleton size-wise.
Rebound by Campbell. Bobby didn't look comfortable in the game last night. Scotty Nance to Campbell. Taylor. Down low to Casey. He's fouled from behind by Dayhill.
Yeah.
Casey goes to the line.
Foul in charge to number 40. DJ.
Third on Dayhill.
That is third.
Bob Sherlock's crew is sticking in it here.
Right
Hudson
there.
is
Peter Casey shooting 1-1.
Got two people in foul trouble, one person hurt.
Anderson with a rebound.
These free throws now are going to mean something.
8:53 left. 17-point ball game. Powell works in on Casey, and Peter draws the foul. Two-shot foul.
Number 54. Peter Casey.
It's coming around the corner. Powell goes in. And Peter doesn't get going straight up.
Interested to talk to the ref if he thought that Casey fouled him with the body or if he got him on the arm. And Powell misses the first one.
Bill Powell shooting 1.
Billy Powell with 7 in the game so far.
He's been driving real well underneath.
And he misses both, and Weeks with a rebound. Scotty Nance. Over to Campbell. And out to Weeks, and Castleton playing an aggressive man defense. Weeks with the pump fake. And the pumpkin. 77-58. Smitherman wheels and fires and travels.
Raised ball.
Mamadou into the game for Scotty Nance. Weeks now with 17 in the game.
It's on hand.
Coming up on 8 minutes left, and the Braves lead it by 19. Bobby Campbell. That pass to Taylor, saved by Weeks. Tries to pass it, and gets fouled. That is on Powell.
Right now,
Fourth on
as he's just
Powell.
hustling. Just watch this hustle. Watch this hustle. He goes in, and he gets fouled right there by number 10, Powell.
Foul charge to number 10.
Sheldon Cosby,
Bill Powell.
senior all-district player into the game for Powell. Cosby has been severely limited
Shooting 1-1.
by that tender heel. Weeks 1-1, long rebound to Taylor. Can't get the finger roll to go.
He's just not having a night where it's going into the can for him.
Mark was getting involved early with the dunks in the transition game. And that is Sawsville with an air ball. And he saves it, or Price saves it out of bounds off Casey. Sean Bolden now back into the game. His ankle apparently doing a lot better. He comes in for Casey. Well, Husson has been very fortunate on 2 injury situations in this game. Dayhill throws up a shot off the floor. Weeks gets hammered. Smitherman and Dayhill over the back. Travel. some pounding underneath there.
Number 52.
Smitherman with a
Right
shot.
there with his shot. Bolden goes up too early.
Dayhill ran into his own man. Took one too many steps.
Yes.
Not much offense to speak of lately here. 7:18 left, 77 to 58.
A lot of pushing and shoving. Not much basketball.
And a foul out on Danny Smith. Away from the ball. That puts Bolden at the line. He's a gamer.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of that. Ankle has been hurting him for most of the season.
John Bolden at the line. 1-1.
Sean now with 14. Game has been like a bare-knuckle brawl. Not a pretty thing to watch.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's been a case of physical prowess right now. People just banging each other.
79 to 58, raised by 21. And Bolden has 15. Sawsville, the three-point threat for Castleton, not involved very much in the game. Cosby, tough shot, off the front of the rim, and Taylor brings it out. And pulls it up. Coney gets fouled by Cosby.
Boy, he's gotten hammered, and I mean, he's walking around with.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. Okay, Coney hits the first foul shot. It's 80 to 58. He's got 8 points now. Husson 12 for 21 from the field in the second half here. And Coney makes it 81 to 58. He has 9.
Okay, here we go. They're playing man. Running
Dawesville.
Running screens underneath.
This is Danny Smith with a jump hook. 21-point game, 81 to 60. .6:25 left. Coney down the lane, dishes out to Taylor, who pulls up. Off the glass and good. Haven't heard from Mark in a while. 12 now for Taylor. He's on with that shot. There's nobody that can stop that. Smitherman down. Trapped by Taylor. And that's a foul. On Dan Smith.
Watch this play. Smith goes under. Watch him pin it. Right on the board, take it off, get his rebound back, and he's fouled.
Now, I was under the assumption that is goaltending when you pin it on the backboard. Not if it's on the way up?
Not on the way when it's on the way up. It's only when you go on the cylinder side and you hold it against the right above the cylinder or near the cylinder. They consider it. They considered it away from here, away from the board, part of the block. He still makes those pro moves.
Misses, and Powell with a rebound ahead to Price. And off the glass for two, 83-62. 5:53 left. Castleton is going to have to start really lighting it up. Pull out a major miracle to get back in this. Campbell double team. And they bring it back out. Look to work a little time off the clock. Taylor pulls up, fouled by Smith, who thinks he got all ball.
Yeah. A little bit on the arm, too.
Buster Frederick is at a nice long rest. He comes in now for Sean Bolden. And Kevin Hansley in. Both players, I believe, with 4 fouls. Bobby Campbell's going to sit out. Hansley's been out for a while. He has 22 in the game. Taylor makes it an 84-62 game.
Right now, again, you see how deep the coach's bench is when you can see how long guys were out.
14 now for Taylor. Anderson out to Price. Sawsville for three. It counts, and that's a foul on Bobby Campbell, who knocked down Powell.
1-1.
There's Powell's going to go to the line for 1-1, a chance for a 5-point play.
Right here, Bobby fights through the screen. And he pushed him, and then at the play, the shot was up, so they said it was good.
5-point play, you don't see that too often. It's now a 20-point game. Anderson with the rebound, he gets it. And that's the 5-point play, not the way we expected it, but it counts anyway. It's 85-67. Down low to Buster, Dayhill. And that's a foul on Sawsville.
Foul is charged, number 12,
Sawsville with his first. Timeout called by okay, we're going to have Buster Frederick at the line. Shooting a 1-1. Has had a kind of up and down playoff season, but he is the leader of this team. All-district player, and he gets the roll. 5 now for Buster. 16 points a game, 10 rebounds a game during the regular season, and he makes it a 20-point game, 87-67. Husson is 5 minutes away from going to the Nationals in Kansas City. Sawsville pulls up, knocks it down. And a long pass to Taylor, tipped away by Price. And he saves it.
Here he
And
goes.
Anderson looks to push. He knocks down Buster and gets called for the offensive foul. Buster was waiting there all day for that
one. He never moved.
Foul is on number 20, Corey Anderson. That is
First on Anderson. And now Castleton is going to show a little pressure, but they pull back. Buster, 17, he hits.
He got hit in the face, smacked him in the face, and
that's Price off the glass. And Buster got hit in the eye. Shakes it off, and it looks like he's okay. Meanwhile, we got an 89-71 score. Powell gives Coney a little trouble. He gets it across. Price now with 16. Buster inside. No shot, but he draws the foul on Dayhill.
well, here it is, right here. He strings it in. Mamadou, nice pass in.
Here's the foul right there. Right before he planted his feet to take the shot. 89-71. 4:17 left, and Husson is on their way to Kansas City. Buster will get a 1-1. The rebound by Campbell. And Buster wheels in the lane, tipped by Dayhill. Campbell has it go out of bounds off his foot. It looked like it might have hit Anderson.
They won the goaltending.
Powell. Fouled by Coney. Now that's 4 on Mamadou.
Foul is charged to number 14, Mamadou Coney. That is 4th.
That's the type of foul that gets coaches a lot of gray hairs.
Gray hair is right. 4:03 to go. But it's still, you know, it's one of those funny kind of things. It's a funny game how they could, you know, Husson just can't do what it wants to do because of some of the things that are going on underneath, and you know, and the officials, some of that consistency that you like here, and I don't want to keep going about them. They have a tough time. I mean, again, like I said, I love to see
a thankless job, basically.
no, anytime you do it. Anytime you do it.
And Powell gets 1. Taylor gets the ball knocked out of bounds. And Price knocks it out of bounds off Taylor. 89-72. There's 4 minutes exactly left in the game, and Castleton has the ball. It's tipped by Hansley. Sawsville double teamed inside to Price. Tipped to Bobby Campbell. 3-on-1. He pulls up for 3. That's short. Powell with the rebound, and it's 3-on-2. Oh, and a foul on Powell. Taylor bit the bullet there.
Yes.
And this is the time you got to watch out for a little frustration on Castleton's part. Husson up by 17. Powell is fouled out of the ball game.
Yep.
He had 8 in the game, and Jeff Eaton checks in for him. Powell'll be back, though. He's a junior.
He's a junior. Price is getting a little chippy now. He's pushing and shoving a little bit.
Team beat Husson in the semis a couple of years ago.
4 years ago to be exact down here. I watched Coney as a freshman. I guess it's 3 years ago, because Coney was a freshman, and he just took over the game.
Taylor for 16.
And he fouled out, and then Husson went to overtime, and they lost to him.
91-72. Jeff Eaton for 2. In and out. And that is Hansley with a rebound, and he gets fouled. And Dayhill is fouled out of the ballgame.
Foul charge to number 40. That is his personal foul.
And Bruce McGregor calls a huddle over on the
5 points.
sideline. Dayhill leaves with 5 points. They needed a good game out of him.
They've got to send a substitution in. So Bruce brings all his players over to talk to him.
Kind of a mini timeout, and there Castleton's going to bring in Smitherman.
Number 15, Rich Smitherman.
Now it's going to be Kevin Hansley at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. 3:28 left, and Husson is on their way to Kansas City for the 4th time since Bruce McGregor has been coach. Kevin makes it a 20-point game, 92-72. He is 23 now. Knocks down both, 93-72. This is Anderson, spins on Taylor, throws in the scoop. Nice body
move.
control.
Very nice body control. Nice move.
19-point game. And Hansley works in on Anderson, loses the ball, but gets it over to Campbell. Husson spreads the floor. Gets hit by Sawsville. Nice pass to Buster. 95-74. 2:49 left. And that is a shot by Price, blocked by Buster, but a foul on Taylor.
Right here now.
Foul
He's
charge
blocked.
number 30, Mark Taylor. That is 4th.
Had Taylor way up in the air, and Price is hurting after that foul. He's going to get a chance to shoot a couple here at the line, as Husson now leading 95-74. George Price has had a great career at Castleton.
Yes, he has. Tough man.
Senior from New York, New York. Makes it 95-75. He has 17 now. He had 28 in the Castleton Spartans' first playoff win over St. Joe's the Provider. He had 21 last night against Farmington. And he makes it 95-76. He has 18. Basically only a matter of time now, and the Braves will be district champs. 5-second call. I question that. He was making progress, moving the ball.
But they say it was from side to side instead of coming up to the point.
Price loses the handle. Out to Eaton. Loses the handle himself, gets it to Price. Misses the bunny underneath, and Buster saves it in a long pass down. That Hansley gets it. 2:14 left. Taylor pulls up and off the glass, no good. He gets his own rebound. Can't get that to go. Smitherman with the board.
Well, I'll tell you, there's some real action underneath.
Look at that pass by Anderson, who draws the foul. Price draws the foul. That is a foul on Kevin Hansley, and he's all done.
Kevin played a nice game.
He ends the evening with 24 points. Steve Weeks comes in. He's one of the seniors that came here 3 years ago. Junior college transfer. And in his last year, he's going to get a chance to go to the national tournament.
He came in, and it was 3 years ago when he came in, and Buster came in, and Sean Bolton. They all came in together. And that was a group of kids that came down here to play with Warren. And there was another guard. He was coaching down in Wells. I can't remember his name. He was from up around Bucksport, too. He shot 3-pointers like there was no tomorrow. Wish I could ask Bruce later. But anyway, they came down here, and they played Castleton until overtime. And Todd Randall was over in the corner over here, and he went to take a shot and was pushed out of bounds, and the referee said that it was Castleton's ball, and that was the end of it.
One free throw, George Price.
1 out of 2 for Price. Buster breaks it up to Taylor, and Taylor gets fouled by number 24, who we don't have on our program either.
24,
Pat Whalen, who's listed as number 25, sophomore from Brandon, Vermont.
Number 44.
And Steve Weeks is at the line. Dan Bridges in for Price now.
Steve Weeks, 1 and 1.
And he misses the front end. Anderson for 3. Does wish. Minute 34 left. It's 95-79. Bobby Campbell. Over to Taylor off the glass for 2. 97-79. A minute 22 left. Last 4 or 5 minutes seemed like an eternity for Husson. That is Whalen, and Bridges can't get it to go. 1:08 left. Campbell out to Buster. Works on Bridges. Nice shot. And he draws a foul. And now they start celebrating.
Now they do. Bringing everybody in.
And everybody's coming off the bench. They finally feel like they got it in hand, and they can start celebrating their district championship and their trip to the Nationals. Steve Novak in, Eddie Lehman in, Herbie Melanson. Bruce Granger is going to check in for Buster once he shoots his free throws. Tony comes out. Taylor comes out. Mark Taylor giving his coach Bruce McGregor a big hug.
This is it. The band said, going to Kansas City. Kansas City.
We'll spare the people any more singing, Tim. And Buster misses the free throw. Rebound there by Smith. And he travels. 55 seconds left. Paul Sullivan and Buster and Sean Bolden celebrate now. They're not even paying attention to what's going on out on the floor. Worked a long time for this. Melanson from downtown. Anderson with a rebound. 3-on-1. And he nails Herbie in an offensive foul. 43 seconds left. Eddie Lehman out there. He's having a little trouble with a turned ankle as well. Granger throws up the jump hook. Rebound by Whalen. They break out Eaton. Granger got a hand on the ball, but he also committed the foul.
Now it's called crap time.
Bob Sherlock calls a meeting over on the sidelines, and it'll be Eaton at the foul line.
This is, you know, you can sit here like we watched the girls' game, which was really exciting, and this game was a sort of a brawl in parts of it because of the underneath play, but both Husson teams, these are teams that are products of their coaches, and I think it's just a great tribute to both Lori Gott and to Bruce McGregor.
The men's team definitely on their way to Kansas City. The women's team 1 win away. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Steve Novak will bring it in. 21 seconds left. Eddie Lehman, tough shot. Granger with a rebound. And Paul Sullivan out to Steve Novak. He puts up a long shot. Off the glass and good.
Nice shot.
101 to 81. 8 seconds left. And Jeff Eaton dishes it out to Whalen. That's a three-pointer. 101 to 84. The Braves win it, and they are going to the national tournament in Kansas City, and the celebration begins on the floor at the Portland Expo. And we're going to be back to talk it over coming up right after this. 101 to 84. And they are celebrating Bruce McGregor's 4th district title. They send the captains out, the seniors, to pick up the championship plaque from Bill Matola. Bruce McGregor got nailed pretty good by the Gatorade. I don't think he really cares at this point. There's a couple of happy faces. Steve Weeks gets in on the accolade, and they celebrate with the Husson fans. They've been a dominant team all year long. Certainly no surprise that they've won this title, but a lot of hard work to get there, and the All-Star team about to be announced.
The All-Tournament team, first from Green Mountain College, Steve Cherry.
Steve Cherry had a great ball game against Husson last night with 35 points. He comes out to accept his award.
Also on the All-Tournament team, from the University of Maine at Farmington, Mike Nelson.
Mike Nelson from the Beavers. Lenny McPhee, his team had a great year as well. And he comes out. It was a senior all-star game played earlier in the day that he took part in. A lot of the players on the Husson bench saying they've never been to Kansas City before. Well, they're going to get a chance to find out what it's like.
Castleton State, George Price.
George Price, the senior from New York. A bit dejected right now, but he is an all-tournament selection. Great career at Castleton.
From Husson College, Mark Taylor.
Mark Taylor, player of the year. 31 points last night. He's on the all-district team. He had 18 tonight. A scare with his knee injury, but he's obviously okay.
Kevin Hansley.
Kevin Hansley had 24. He's enjoying every second of this, as all the Husson players are.
And now we have a very special award present
Where is Rolly Wood?
the Rollins Memorial Most Valuable Player Award.
The MVP.
Mr. Roland Worth was a sports writer and sports editor for the Portland newspapers.
He covered the college basketball scene, and his contributions were greatly respected. Presenting the award for the most valuable player, his son Roland, and the most valuable player for the 1989 District 5 tournament from Husson College, Steve Weeks.
Steve Weeks, off the bench, he wins the MVP. Kind of a surprise. He had 17. But he was a big force off the bench for the Braves. And there's a happy gentleman right there. He's on his way to Kansas City.
For the fine sportsmanship and caliber of play, we wish them all continued success. And we
The
wish
Braves go out to Kansas City, never having won out there, but probably having a better chance of anybody to do some damage against the nation's best. Okay. We got to look at some statistics here. Hansley leading all scorers in the game with 24. Taylor 18 for the Braves. Weeks 17. Frederick and Bolden 12 apiece. And there go the nets for the second time tonight to a Husson player, or Husson team rather. Anderson had 19 for Castleton, along with Price, and Smitherman chipped in 11. Kevin Hansley tries on the rim for size there. Okay, and I think we're all done now. Husson celebrating a trip to Kansas City. The women have a chance to go there as well with a win on Saturday. We'll have that game for you here on Channel 7. It's been a great night of basketball. We'll have more for you coming up this weekend. But until then, this is Ron Lisnett saying good night from the Portland Expo.